Pond in Anaheim, the Arrowhead Pond, that is. Tom Kelly along with Rich Marotta. Got a nice, interesting card for you tonight. And we've got junior middleweights to get things underway. Eric Ramon Vazquez against Pat Coleman. Famed ring announcer Jimmy Lennon Jr. standing by to introduce the fighters and all of the ringside officials. Let's go to the center of the ring. Jimmy, if you will.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good evening to you, and we welcome you to the beautiful Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim, California, as we once again have a big night of action coming your way, and it's all brought to you courtesy of Forum Boxing Incorporated, the Arrowhead Pond, and Budweiser, the undisputed, undefeated king of beers. Now we present the officials appointed by the California State Athletic Commission. Our physicians at ringside, Dr. Robert Carnes, Dr. Adam Carnes, and Dr. Perlman Hicks. Timekeeper at the bell, also keeping count of the knockdowns, we have Debbie Garcia. And we introduce to you our referee in charge of this bout. She'll be giving instructions after the introductions, Gwen Adair. All right, fans, here we go. 10 rounds of boxing in this featured bout coming your way as we present junior middleweights in the ring. Introducing to you on my left, fighting out of the red corner. He is wearing black trunks, fighting out of San Diego, California, by way of his home of Chicago, Illinois. He weighed in at the junior middleweight limit, 154 pounds even. His fine record stands at 24 wins, 5 losses, with 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing Pat "Cat" Coleman. And his opponent across the ring on my right, fighting out of the blue corner in this 10-round attraction. He is wearing magenta trunks with gray trim, hailing from Nuevo Laredo, Tamaulipas, Mexico. He weighed in at 152.5 pounds. His record is even up with 8 wins, 8 losses. All 8 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Introducing Eric Ramon Vazquez. Once again, a referee in charge, Gwen Adair, now to give instructions.
Mouthpieces? Mouthpieces? Okay, obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves. Have a good, clean fight.
All right, tail of the tape for these two junior middleweights. Vazquez is 5'9", as is Coleman. He's 24. Coleman is 3 years older. Coleman is 1.5 pounds heavier, and in the reach department, they're dead even at 72. In the record department, quite a disparity. Coleman, Rich, has got some outstanding numbers. 24 wins, only 5 losses, 18 knockouts. This guy's been a bit troubled in and out of the ring, but I tell you, from his credentials, this guy can fight.
Yeah, in fact, Tom, they're both big bangers. I would be very shocked if this goes too far because they can both really smack. Now, Coleman, you're right, has had a varied and checkered life, and he's been his own worst enemy at
Indeed.
times.
Yep.
Drug addiction and even in incarceration for a few months as a result of a robbery. We'll get more into that as this fight wears on, but as you can see, he comes out banging. And Vazquez is it's either me or you. That's his attitude.
It's either or. I mean, he wins it or he loses it, and all of it's by knockout. He's won 8, all of them by knockout, and he's lost 8. And he's been knocked out a lot of times, basically stopped because his chin is not only suspect, but he cuts rather easily. But he can hit, and obviously Coleman can too, with 18 KOs out of 24 victories. So I agree with you, Rich. I don't think this is scheduled for championship. I don't think it'll get along too far in this one before it's all over. The southpaw is Vazquez. He's in the magenta trunks, in the solid black. That's Coleman out of San Diego. Big right hand by Coleman. I don't know whether Vazquez did a little two-step there or just reshuffled his feet, but got a pretty good punch there, right?
Coleman is really digging with those punches. Tom, he's really trying to set down on his punches and throw with power.
Coleman is square-shouldered and 154 pounds, 5'9", not tall for that division. Not short for it either, but he's not overly tall for the junior middleweight. Gwen Adair, the third person in the ring, the official assigned to work this contest tonight. Highly accredited. Good uppercut thrown by Coleman. I think he's got Vazquez in trouble.
Yeah, it was that right through the gloves, Tom, right between the gloves that caused Vazquez some real momentary difficulty, and I don't think he's quite all there yet.
No, he's the southpaw trying to throw some punches and get back into this thing. Coleman a bit more elusive than Vazquez, but Vazquez seemed to have righted the ship if indeed he was in trouble, and it did look like it for one brief moment there.
Coleman is quite a story, though. If he can keep his head screwed on right, he has a real chance to make a real name for himself in boxing.
Boy, he's got Vazquez, it appears, in trouble. Vazquez continues to weather the storm.
See him dig with those body punches. He's really putting power into every shot.
Coleman's in the black, Vazquez in the magenta. A very good round for Coleman so far. Vazquez, though, can punch. There's the end of round number 1. That little tap thrown by Vazquez at the end of the round was just kind of a nice round type of thing. He didn't throw it with any vengeance or any reason or deliberation trying to hit Coleman. Over in the corner with Vazquez, Rodriguez, Vega, Pinto, his handlers over there.
All right, in round 1, they did not waste any time coming right out at it. There's a nice left you saw by Vazquez, but Coleman came right back. There's the uppercut we talked to you about. The right hand followed by another right between the gloves that got Vazquez in trouble. And again, you see Coleman digging to the body and really putting a lot of leverage into his punches. Notice how he sets down, leans his body into the punch to get the maximum amount of power out of it.
Looking back, it's quite easy to see that Coleman clearly had the best of that round, landed several big-time shots, and Vazquez apparently has got a chin better than we've been led to believe at any rate. Out they come for round number 2. It is scheduled for 10. And they're in the junior middleweight division.
Well, he's been stopped, as you mentioned, Tom, a lot of time, but quite rightly, all of his stoppages, for example, last year were accomplished as a result of cuts.
Yes.
So he has hung in there against some good punchers.
Yes,
and not gone down. I mean, people like Daniel Santos, who's a tremendous ex-Olympian out of Puerto Rico, 13-0. He fought him. He fought Orlando Hollis. He fought Carlos Palomino.
Yep.
So Vazquez has been in there with some good guys. Now Coleman has been in there with even better. And Coleman has had his problems with drugs, but he says he's been attuned to sobriety now for 13 months.
Well, that's a major accomplishment. I certainly hope it's true, and for his sake, it's insidious, the battle against drugs, to try to overcome that, whatever his substance abuse was. I tell you, Vazquez is in trouble. He got nailed with another right hand that had him doing a little two-step. Nice snapping left hand by Coleman. Hit Vazquez again. Coleman moving his way around and battering at Vazquez almost with disdain for Vazquez's punching power, Reg. He doesn't seem to be too worried about it. Vazquez landed a pretty good shot there, but Coleman gives you the impression, I can handle anything this guy throws, and I'm going to put him away.
Yeah, and you know, though, he avoids a lot of those punches. Now, he moves his head pretty good when he sees a punch coming. It's just like that. He gets right out of the way of it.
Right on time, just as you said it, why he just moved his chin just a fraction of an inch, and the punch slipped right on by.
And he likes to hide his chin behind his left shoulder. So keep it kind of tucked in there, too, and take some of those punches from his left side up against the shoulder.
Vazquez is certainly feeling the effects of these shots by Coleman as he gamely fights back here in round number 2. Vazquez, whether his balance is off whack or his footwork or whatever, every time Coleman hits him, why he does just a little bit of a stagger step trying to right the ship, so to speak.
Coleman just fought about a month ago against Jacobo Garcia, knocked him out in 7 rounds. He hadn't fought in nearly 2 years. Prior to that, Tom, since the time when he scored a stunning 10-round KO over Daryl Coley, a top-ranked fighter in the division. Stopped him in the 10th round, but then didn't pass his drug test and was suspended from boxing after that.
Well, I guess it's just a fact of life. We all, in one way or another, are our own worst enemies. But this guy, and he's just 24, remember, would appear to have a brilliant career in front of him as a junior middleweight. He puts his life together, and if he's been sober for the past 13 years, maybe, God willing, he has found the way to do just that. Round 2 coming to a close. We'll be back.
Over 2,000 Americans. the new Marine World theme park. With news like the Boomerang forwards and backwards coaster. Save up to $8 with a coupon from Long's Drug.
Eat the new Carl's Jr. sirloin steak sandwich, but be careful. It's a jungle out there. If it doesn't get all over the place, it doesn't belong in your face. Tired of carrying all that heavy water around every time you vacuum the wet basement? Get the new Shop Vac QPV, the quiet vacuum that sucks water from one place and pumps it to another. Because you've got better things to do than lug water around. Shop Vac, the only thing more powerful is our name.
You're watching Fox Sports Bay Area.
Brings him out for round number 3. A 13-month inactive period for Cat Coleman, the young man in the black trunks. And Rich, he was so highly regarded, you said he was scheduled to fight Forte, huh?
That's right. The word was if he beat Daryl Coley, he would have gone up against Ike Forte for the championship. He did beat Coley, but then it ended up being ruled no contest as a result of his flunking of the drug test. And then he went on to get incarcerated on a robbery charge that infuriated his manager so much that his manager would not talk to him anymore, Bob O'Donnell. But he's reunited with him. And Coleman has been befriended by Vince Phillips, who, of course, went through a past similar to Coleman.
And has turned his life around 180 degrees. That's tremendous. Well, interesting to watch this young man not only tonight in the ring here as he fights Vazquez, who's in the magenta trunks and putting up a pretty good scrap of it himself after being belted about in rounds 1 and 2. Coleman only 24, his future very much in front.
He got hurt, Vazquez did, with that shot to the eye. It was a little bit of a delayed reaction when I saw him put his glove up to his eye.
Coleman banging away to the body. Richie threw 2 straight lefts in there and then came back with the right. And now Glenn Adair is going to take a look at the eye.
Remember, I told you, you could see it put his hand up to it. He might have caught a thumb there, and as you can see, it's split wide open and closing.
Going to stop it. They're going to stop it. If it's accidental, if it was a headbutt, but I think it was a punch, wasn't it?
Punch, absolutely was a punch.
Well, now stop it, and of course, it'll be a TKO for Coleman, whose record now will go to 25-5 and 18 knockouts. So Coleman shows you some skills and some ability. It'll be interesting now to see just where his career goes and how far along he will move in the junior middleweight division. We'll be back to get the official time on the win. A TKO in the 3rd for Pat Coleman. More Fight Night at the Pond in a moment.
Big Game James and the Iceman.
I've been in that situation.
Expert analysis only the pros know.
That's not smart basketball.
Weeknights, Craig Simpson and James Worthy take you inside.
Okay, let's go to the Fox scope.
And tell it like it is.
You can't play like that if you want to win.
Worthy, Simpson, these guys pull no punches.
Now, what was he thinking?
Fox Sports News Primetime. We are there. Weeknights at 10.
This is my club, 24-Hour Fitness. And these are my members. Real people that want to get in shape and have fun doing it.
It's my job to keep them motivated, so we offer the latest in exercise classes for all fitness levels. Everything from spinning to body pump, hip-hop to yoga.
Yeah, this is my club, and I'm proud of it. You can ask anyone else at 24-Hour Fitness, and they'll tell you the same.
Now get no enrollment fee or 3 months for $49.
24-Hour Fitness. When you find the time, you'll find us open.
Fight Night is brought to you by Budweiser, Beechwood aged for a crisp, clean, classic taste. And by your Southern California Chevrolet dealers. Fight Night at the Pond, the Arrowhead Pond in Anaheim. This junior middleweight bout between Dorado Vazquez and Pat Coleman ends in the 3rd round. A TKO win for Coleman. Jimmy Lennon Jr.'s got the official time. Jimmy?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a time of 1 minute 27 seconds in round number 3. Our referee in charge, Gwen Adair, stops the contest on advice of the ringside physician, Dr. Adam Carnes. The winner by way of technical knockout, Pat "Cat" Coleman.
So Coleman now runs his record to 25-5 with 19 knockouts. He was very impressive, big-time puncher, and an interesting young man. Rich Murata's up in the ring. As you can see, the cut over the right eye of Eric Ramon Vazquez, the cut that referee Gwen Adair stopped the contest for. The doctors looked at it and said, no, that one's not going to continue. We had told you that he was susceptible to cuts, and one showed up here tonight. Rich Murata's up with the winner, Mr. Coleman. Let's go to Rich.
All right, well, Pat, 2 fights back since your return to the ring. How'd you feel in there tonight? A little more comfortable?
Yeah, I felt pretty good today. You know, I wasn't really expecting a southpaw, but it's all good. I've been working with Jones, so I did pretty good. I was finna open up a little bit more, but I did pretty good tonight.
He was known as a banger. I guess did you expect him to come out and try to trade with you like that?
Yeah, I had a feeling he would come out and trade with me, which is a mistake, but it was okay. You know, it was a good fight. He came to fight. He just, unfortunately, he got cut. I wanted everybody to see the real deal, but it's all right. It worked.
Well, I thought there was no question they saw a lot of the real deal in there with you tonight. Let's take a look, though, at some of the action and have you describe it, including the punch that opened the cut.
Oh, that uppercut, right, lead left uppercut, I've been working on that. That right hand opened the cut right there. That's great. I think it was, I don't know, I thought it was a left uppercut, but you see I'm trying to finish him up now. He was bobbing, weaving pretty good. I'm trying to pick my shots, and what I need to do is just let my hands go. My coach told me to let my hands go more. I'm trying to pick my shots, and I need to just let them go.
And we mentioned at ringside about the problems that you've had in the past and your fight with drugs and your incarceration and your comeback now. Do you feel that you've got your life straightened away, and are you going to be able to hang in there and keep yourself straight?
Oh yeah, by the grace of God, I'm here, I'm strong, I'm clean, I'm sober. I'm ready to keep going forward like I should have been doing 2 years ago, but that's okay. Some people, a lot of people have obstacles slow them down in life. I'm just glad that I was strong enough to come back still while I'm young.
All right, well, we wish you well and hope things work out for you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having me here.
Okay, there's a winner, Pat Coleman. Happy guy, Tom.
He is indeed, and well, he should be. A nice performance by Coleman as he wins it with a knockout in the 3rd. We'll be back with more 6 rounds. Flyweights are next. Don't go away.
Adolphus Busch went to Germany